The next few weeks went in a blur. The farmer had stopped answering calls. He worked late into the night, every night, welding, testing, repairing, dreaming. The farm chores started piling up. Bessie still needs to be fed and milked. Equipment sat untouched. The fields didn't stop needing attention just because his focus changed. One morning, before sunrise, he woke to the sound of engines. Confused, he jumped to the window. There, in early morning light, was his father, grumpy as ever, running the chores, feeding livestock, moving equipment, taking care of everything that had been left behind. The farmer got dressed in a hurry and met his dad in the field. As the father and son worked through the chores, their conversations were short. Once the robots are in the field and the livestock are fed and pens cleaned, most of the day is gone. They sat for a moment in the shade of the barn, catching their breath. The old man figured he'd waited long enough.
"What is going on with your son? No one's heard from you for weeks. I got worried and came to check on you. I would have came sooner if I knew you needed help."
The farmer stares for a second, then tells his father to follow him, and they walk toward the repair bay. The father stepped into the repair bay. His eyes wandered across the room. An old welding robot sat in pieces on a workbench. Tools covered every available surface, blueprints and boxing posters hanging all over. The father wasn't looking at the robot anymore. He was looking at the hundreds of hours surrounding it. Finally, he looked at his son. A question sat plainly on his face.
"Okay, what exactly am I looking at here?"
The farmer explained to his father the months of sleepless nights, the weird feeling of something chewing from the inside, then finding this welding bot, and he understood. He needed to build a fighter, the titan of a boxer he's always dreamt of. The father listened quietly. For the first time in a long while, he could see a spark in his son's eyes. Once the farmer was done explaining, the father wrapped him in a hug. He offered to take care of a few extra chores around the farm, giving him more time to work on the robot. The father explains,
"A man needs passion. Otherwise, we're just passing time."
with a pat on the shoulder. The father left the workshop with a smile on his face. Not because he understood every part scattered around the shop, but because he understood the feeling. The next morning, the father took care of a few chores. Then a few more the next day. Before long, the farmer had more time to spend in the workshop. The father told himself he was only helping out, picking up cheap parts from town, running the hoist when something was too heavy. Nothing more than that. But the days turned into weeks. The old welderbot slowly disappeared beneath new armor, stronger joints, and countless late nights. And somewhere along the way, the father stopped helping with a few chores and he became part of the team. After months of building and rebuilding, their robot was finally complete. For the first time, they were happy with the boxer standing in front of them. Now they just had to find out if he could fight.